Are you open to earning more and working less? Is that something that you would like to do? Because I discovered a business and it shows you how to make $900 or more in a day. Okay. And all you're doing is selling digital products because this is a business, right? A business means you're selling something. Okay. Business 101. How do businesses make money? Okay. They sell products, opportunities, or services. Every single business on the planet, right? So this is a business opportunity. So if you don't have a business and you would like to have one, but you think it's complicated or something, it's not complicated, guys, to start a business. Like you don't need any experience to do this. So my name is Dan and I'm from Michigan, born and raised, go blue. I live in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's one of the top 100 cities in America, by the way. Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's like the number one college town in America, pretty much, more or less. That's debatable, but it's definitely one of the top places. So that's where I'm from, Michigan, guys. Okay. And I used to be a monk for 10 years. So yeah, I'm wise. I'm an old soul. I can talk about philosophy. I can talk about business. I can talk about music because I'm also a musician. Okay. That's me. That's who I am. And now I just help people make money online. My goal is to help as many people as I can become rich. Okay. So do you want to get rich? You should, because being rich is fun. Imagine like how people are going to like treat you in society once you become rich. Like people treat you differently, guys. Like people treat people with money differently. It's just how it is, whether you like it or not. Okay. So if you want to be loved and respected in society, become rich, guys. It's just how it is. Well, not everyone's going to love you, but nobody's going to like, it doesn't matter whether you have money or not. There's going to be people that like you and people that don't like you. That's just how it is, man. When I was a monk, people hated on me. When I like play music, people hate on me. When I promote businesses, people hate on me. So like you're going to have haters no matter what you do. God even has haters, guys. There's people that like, I don't like God. I don't believe in God. God's dead. Even God has haters. So if God has haters, why don't you think you can have haters? Like everyone has haters, guys. Doesn't matter what you do. You could be Mother Teresa. You can feed the homeless, and people would be like, man, you're not giving them enough food. Like it's just like that's just how life is. So business in a box, my friends. All you need is Wi-Fi. You just need your phone. You just need 2 hours a day. You already have everything you need to make $900 or more in a day. You have everything. The only thing you're missing is our training. It's education, guys. Like the more you learn, the more you earn. That's a saying. Why is that a saying? The more you learn, the more you earn, because it's true, right? You have everything that you need already to make $900 a day, guys. Because all you need is Wi-Fi, your phone, and social media. You already have all those things, right? The only thing you're missing now is our training, okay? Because we show you step by step how to make $900 a day. We teach you how to market. If you don't know how to market, you're not going to make any money, right? You got to learn how to market your business. It doesn't matter what business you're doing. See, I tried making money online for like 5 years, like affiliate marketing programs, multi-level marketing programs, and I didn't really make any money. The reason I didn't make any money is because I didn't know how to market, okay? And when I started this business, I've made thousands of dollars so far. Thousands, guys. I've used that money to pay off debts. I've used that money to travel, and I've used that money to invest in things. Okay, that's the benefit. That's what's helped me, right? And I'm just getting started. Like my goal is to make millions, and I won't stop until I do. Either I'll make millions or I'll die trying. So I've already won. Because if you die pursuing your dreams, then you've already won, guys. The people that lose are the people that never take action, right? See, you don't want to be on your deathbed with regrets, guys. Like I guarantee you, you will have regrets in your life if you don't take chances. Right? You will look back and you'll be like, "Man, I should have took more chances." You don't want regrets, guys, right? It's better to try than not to try. Cuz one day you're going to be dead. Okay? Like so what do you have to lose? Like why not take chances? Cuz what's the worst that can happen? Death. Well, you're going to die anyways, guys. That's inevitable. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be 10 years from now, it could be 50 years from now. But that's inevitable, guys. That's coming. So if you know death's already coming, you have nothing to lose, right? You have nothing to lose. So just go here, guys, sevenfiguremonk.com. There's a link in my bio. If you want to learn how to build a business online, how to make $900 or more in a day, okay, we have 4 different income streams. So you can make 100, 300, 600, or $900, okay? And all you're doing is reselling programs, digital programs, educational programs in the e-learning industry. Okay, this is a learning and earning program. You're basically getting paid to learn. Okay, because while you're learning, you're also earning, right? Like I've made thousands of dollars and I'm still learning. I haven't perfected digital marketing. I haven't perfected life at all, but I've still made thousands of dollars, guys, right? You don't have to have any skills. My friend Christina, she's inside of our community. She's had 10K months as a stay-at-home mom, and she had no digital marketing experience whatsoever. Okay. I had a little bit of experience doing like affiliate marketing and multi-level marketing. So I was already posting content before, but I didn't make any money with that really. A couple of sales here and there, but I didn't really make much because I didn't know how to market, right? Like I didn't know things like who is my perfect customer. Okay. How to create a message that's going to connect with that perfect customer. I didn't know things like the buyer's journey, taking people through the buyer's journey, like awareness, consideration, decision. I didn't know these things. That's why I wasn't making money. I was just posting to post, but I wasn't posting with some kind of like purpose or intention. Okay. So like when it comes to marketing, you got to like, you're speaking to a perfect customer. Like that's who's that person that you want to help. It's usually you, right? Like, why did I start my business? I started my business because basically I was just sick and tired of being overworked and underpaid, right? I went through like hell. Okay. During the pandemic, guys, I dated the wrong woman. Okay. Don't do that. She basically emptied my bank account. Okay. So she emptied my bank account. And then after that, then my company cut my pay. So I got like destroyed, guys, in a short period of time. Destroyed. My bank account was negative $1,000 at one point. All right. So I know what pain is like. I know what pain is like. So I can relate with anybody's pain. Because I don't know about you, but have you ever had somebody empty out your bank account? Have you ever been negative $1,000 in the hole? Yeah. And then have you ever had your pay cut in half? Yeah. I can relate to anybody's pain on the planet because I've been through pain. I know what it's like. Right. And that's when I decided, okay, I got to start a business because this job thing is not working for me. Right. Jobs, guys, they mean just over broke. That's from Rich Dad Poor Dad. Just over broke. They basically pay you enough to survive if you're lucky, but they don't pay you enough to thrive. Okay. They just don't. You're overworked and underpaid to some degree or another. Who makes the most money at the job? Not you. It's your boss and it's the CEO. Okay. You're working for them. You're building their business. You're making them rich. Whether you like it or not, guys, that's the truth. Okay. There's two ways to make money, basically. You can work for other people, which means you're building their business. You're building their dreams, essentially. You're making them rich. They love you. That's why they say, good job. You're doing great because they want you to keep working for them. They want you to slave away. The harder you work for them, the richer they get. They love it. They want you to work for them forever, guys. That's why they're going to be like, you're employee of the month. We love you here. Stay here forever. We love you. Why do they love you, guys? They don't love you because of you. They love you because you're building their business. You're making them rich. That's why they love you. So you can work for somebody or you can work for yourself, right? You can become an entrepreneur or you can work for an entrepreneur. You got two choices. You can also do both, guys. Like most people that start this business, they're not rich. They most of the people in our community, they weren't rich when they started this business, guys. Now some have gone on to become rich because of this business. Like we've created over 100 six-figure income earners. We've created like 2 millionaires. There's like 2 millionaires in our community, guys. Right? So why not you? What's the difference between them and you? The only difference between them and you is they started, they took action. You haven't started yet. That's all. You got to start, guys. The best thing you can do for yourself is just take action and get started. Start ugly, start sloppy, start messy, start scared. Just start. Because if you don't start, you're going to be stuck in the same place, right? If you don't start some kind of side hustle, like a year from now, you're going to be stuck in the same place, same income, same mindset, same skill set. You're going to be in the land of the same. You should be more afraid about that than anything else, right? You shouldn't be afraid about taking action and starting a business. You should be afraid about being stuck in the same place a year from now. Because if you are, you failed at something, right? You did. So we're teaching you how to make $900 or more in a day, guys. Now you might think that's too good to be true. And if you do, well, you gotta work on your mindset. Watch some motivational videos, guys. Watch like Tony Robbins. He's a very motivational speaker. He will help you with your mindset. Okay. Because it's not too good to be true, guys. It's too good to pass up. I've had many $900 days. I've had $1,800 days. I've seen people have $5,000 days, $10,000 days, even $20,000 days, guys, inside of our community, right? It's not hard. It's really not. It's simple, but you got to be like, it just takes time to master the skills. I'm not saying you're going to get rich overnight, but the work that we do is simple, guys. You launch your business one time. You plug into our community for training and support. Okay. And then you're just following a 2-hour workday. So basically all you got to do is post content on social media. I'm telling you exactly what I do and what I've done myself to make thousands of dollars. Okay. I post content on social media and I go live, right? It's called attraction marketing. Okay. So you're attracting people to you. You're not paying for ads. You can, like, it's called the core four, guys. Like, this is the four ways you can market any business. You can pay for ads. Okay. You can do free strategies like use social media. You can do warm outreach, which means you're basically bothering your friends and your family. You're pitching your business to them. And you can do cold outreach, which means you're pitching your business to cold strangers. Four different ways to market, guys. It's called the core four. Okay. So you can do them yourself or you can pay other people to do them for you. Right. That's what it is. But we teach you how to do the free strategies. So you don't have to pay for ads. You don't have to cold message people. You don't have to bother your friends and family. All you have to do is post content on social media and go live. You don't even have to go live. You can just post content. One person in our community, her name is Wendy. She's made like almost $1 million. Okay. She's a grandma and she doesn't really go live. All she does is post content on social media. She's made over $1 million, guys. So why not you? If a grandma from Canada can do it, then then you can do it too. You just got to believe in yourself. That's all. You got to believe in yourself, guys. So if you don't believe in yourself, watch some Tony Robbins videos. You can watch them for free. Tony Robbins, guys, he's like a freaking guru about like mindset and stuff, right? Because really, the more you believe in yourself, the faster you're going to have success, right? Because most people, they don't believe in themselves because of, traumas, conditionings, programming, things like that. But you got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, why would anybody believe in you, right? So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com, check it out. There's a link in my bio, guys. You can learn how to make $900 or more in a day. Will that help you? If you made $900 or more in a day, will that help you? Like, imagine if you learn to attract one customer a day, guys. There's 5 billion people on social media every single day. Now, if you learn how to attract one customer a day, that's 900 a day. That's $27,000 a month. That's $328,000 a year. That means in 3 years you could be a millionaire, right? Imagine that. What kind of life could you live then? What is your dream life? Do you even know? Do you even know? Like if money wasn't an issue for you, what would your rich life look like? Do you even know what it is? Most people don't, guys. If you interview people on the street, be like, hey, what do you want? You're like, I don't know. I want to be happy. I want money. That's not enough. You got to get crystal clear with your vision if you want to manifest stuff, right? Like I think about my vision every single day. I think about my vision every single day, like what I want to do, like what kind of stuff I want to buy, what kind of life I want to live. Like I want to travel a lot. I want to go see some exciting places. Like I've been to Thailand. I've been to Canada. It's not very exciting, but I'm American. I've been to Britain, Australia, Thailand, India, Nepal, but I want to go to other places. I want to see Bali. I want to see Philippines. I want to go back to Thailand. That's what I want to do. I want to travel a lot. And then when I'm not traveling, I just want to chill and not have to worry about money and not have to answer to a boss. Screw that. So just go here, guys, sevenfiguremonk.com. See, I'm like an alpha. I can't like answer to people. I can't have people tell me what to do because it just doesn't work. Like it doesn't work. I'm like, no, I hate it. Can't stand it. Right. I don't like being bossed around. Just don't like it. Not my thing. If people try to boss me around, I'm like, no, it's not going to happen. I just get fired or quit. It's just what happens. It always happens like that. Even when I was a monk, guys, there's like a hierarchy of monks, and like these leader monks always like they would always try to like tell me what to do and boss me around. I was like, no, I'm good. So we'd always butt heads. We'd always butt heads, guys. This is what happens. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay. Sevenfiguremonk.com. Go there, put in your best email. Okay. Check your folders for the word blueprint. Like check your promotions folders, your promos, check all your folders for the word blueprint. Okay. There's 2 videos you can watch. I'm in those videos, right? There's a PDF that shows you how to make your first 10K online, guys. Christmas is coming up. You can make 10K before Christmas. Totally possible, guys. That is totally possible. You can make more than that, right? See what I've made with this business so far, all the thousands of dollars that I've made with this business, guys, I've used that money to pay off debts. I've used that money to invest, and I've used that money to travel. Okay. Which is one of the reasons why I started my business. I wanted to invest more. I wanted to pay off my debts and I wanted to travel more, right? Why do you want to make money online? Ask yourself. That's your purpose, guys. Like, why do you want to be rich? That's your purpose. Like it's all that we all want the same stuff, guys. We all want the same stuff. We want more time and we want more money. We want freedom. Now, freedom for me could be different for freedom for you. Like maybe like my freedom is just being able to travel whenever I want to travel, just buy whatever I want to buy, just do what I want to do. Okay. Because I like to travel. Your freedom might be you just want to spend time with your family. Your freedom might be you want to sit in bed all day and watch Netflix. Okay. I don't even care what it is. I'm not judging you as long as you're not hurting people. Okay. But like we all want the same thing. We all want freedom. We all want abundance. How we're going to use our money, that's different, but we want the same essential thing. Okay. We're not so different. We're not so different, guys. We have more in common than we have like differences. Just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. You don't have to ask me to ask me. You can just ask me. You don't have to ask me permission to ask a question. You just got to ask the question. We're all adults here, guys. This is not school. I have been called the professor before, but I'm not a professor, okay? I'm just a guy here helping you learn how to make money online, okay? So you can just ask me. Right? Ask me whatever you want. Like I'm here to answer your questions actually. Okay, because like if you want to like the more like that's why I'm here to answer your questions, guys. I've been building this business for a year, so I know everything about this business. I know everything. I know what you got to do. You just got to get started, guys. You got to get started. You got to set up your business, which you can set up in a day. And guess what? This is a global business. Okay, so you can do this business in any part of the world. And the cool thing is, you get paid in American dollars. So if you're living outside of America, then you get paid in American dollars, guys. Which I understand. Like outside of America, the currency is less. Most country, the currency is less than America. Like the only currency that's higher than the American currency is like Britain and some like Middle Eastern countries, basically. But pretty much we have one of the highest currencies on the planet. So you're getting paid in American dollars, and you earn 100% profit paid directly to you. And you don't need a high school diploma. You don't need a college degree. You don't need a resume. You don't need any of that. You just need your phone, you just need Wi-Fi, and you just need like 1 to 2 hours a day minimum. That you're just setting aside to build your business, to learn the skills and build this business, guys. Right? See, our top selling product sells for $900. Just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. This is how you start. Sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay. There's a link in my bio. If you're on TikTok and you click on this picture here, you click on my face, it'll take you to the link in my bio so you can stay on TikTok. You don't have to leave the platform. You can stay on TikTok, just put in your email, and then I'm going to send you the details. Okay. So just look for an email from me, the 7-Figure Monk, right? And just search for the word blueprint, and then you're going to see all the details are there. If you have questions, you can reply to my emails because you're going to get emails from me. Okay. So you just reply to my emails if you have any questions. Simple as that. Range of salary. There's no limit. This isn't a job. Okay. This is not a job. This is a business, right? So this is not a salary based thing. It's based on your effort. Okay. You're doing sales, you're doing marketing. Okay. You're building a business. You get paid every time someone goes to your website and they purchase one of the products. This is not a job, guys. See, everybody has a job mentality because that's pretty much all people know. Like we've been trained from our life to like go to school and then get a job and then clock in and you get paid, clock out, you don't get paid. Okay. It's not drop shipping. See, drop shipping is when you're buying from suppliers, you're dealing with like suppliers, you're buying goods on a low price and then you're marking up the goods, you're selling the goods for a high price. This isn't drop shipping. This is just like, it's like e-commerce. Okay. You're going to have your own website. Okay. E-commerce is just selling things online, and digital marketing is like promoting things. Okay. So you're going to have your own website, your own digital products. Let me show you, for example, you're going to have your own digital products that you don't even have to create yourself. You're going to have a business in a box. So you're going to have 4 different digital programs that you can learn from. Okay. Not only can you learn from these programs, but you can also resell them and you earn 100% profit. Okay. And it's one of the e-learning. This is part of the e-learning industry, guys, which is like $1 billion a day industry. It's one of the fastest growing industries in history. So it's a very profitable industry. So for example, let me show you this website you get to use. Okay. It's a website. It looks like this. You don't have to create this. This website's already created for you. Okay. So these are the 4 different digital products here. People can go to your website and they purchase one of the programs. And every time they purchase a program, you make money. So you can make 100, 300, 600, and $900 over and over again. Okay. So you're going to have a website. It looks just like this. And you can modify the website any way you want. Like you can change the pictures, you can change the colors, you can change the words. It's up to you. But I wouldn't change too many things because, it's already proven to convert. Okay. Like we've done $29 million in sales in 10 months, guys. Like these products are already proven to sell. After I go with your website, what should I do? Well, just check out the information. Check out the information. That's all. And if you want to get started, there's a one-time investment, guys. You got to invest one time, right? One-time investment. So you can get started with 100, 300, 600, or 900. Okay. And then $39 for your website. So the minimum investment is $139 and the maximum investment is $939, right? And there's 0 monthly fees. Okay. And all you need is one sale and you get your investment back. There's no one sale, guys, and your business is free. There is payment. Yeah, there's payment, but one sale and your business is free. So see, guys, when I started this business, I was broke. So you shouldn't let the cost bother you. I was broke because I made some bad choices in my life. I dated the wrong woman who emptied my bank account. And then my company cut my pay all around the same time, guys, during the pandemic. It sucked. It wasn't fun. Okay. But even though I was broke, I still got started and I didn't cry about it. I didn't cry about the investment because I understand the only way you're going to make money is by spending money. Right? How much is the payment? 100, 300, 600, or 900. Okay. So plus $39 for your website. That's it. So there's 4 different programs. You choose which program is best for you. And then you get started. And if you start at the lower level, you can always upgrade to the higher level later. Okay. Like if you're on the 100 level, you can only earn 100. You can earn $100 per sale, which is still $100 per sale. But if you're at the 900 level, you can earn 900 per sale. Okay. I went with the 900 because it's more fun. Guys, if you have a $900 day, it will change your life. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun to have $900 days, guys. If you haven't had one yet, you should try it. Try it before before you leave this world. Just try it. So I'm telling you, it's great. Guys, I started this business when I was broke as a joke and I was living overseas. I was in India when I started this business. Okay. A lot of you are afraid to invest, but imagine being broke as a joke, living in a different country and starting a business. I wasn't afraid to invest there, guys. I wasn't afraid to invest. I got started. I took action. I got my first sale while I was in India. Looking back though, guys, I wouldn't have started my business overseas because just in my start your business in your country. Because I started my business in a country that wasn't mine. It wasn't the best. Wasn't the best idea. But even though I did that, I still made money, guys. See, it's a global business. You can do this literally in any part of the world, anytime. All you need is Wi-Fi, your phone, and 2 hours a day. That's it. And you have everything you already need, guys. You just don't have the education. You don't have the training. You don't have our blueprint yet. That's the only thing you don't have. You already have all the tools that you need. You got the Wi-Fi. You got your phone. You got your social media. You already got what you need. That's what we use. And all you got to do is set up your business, and then you're just posting content every day to attract customers. It's called attraction marketing, guys. You can look it up. Attraction marketing. That's when you post content on social media. You attract people to you. That's how you make money. How are we going to start that? Oh, hold on. How's it going? I'm great. I'm doing good. Missy James, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I'm fantastic. Prospering every day. Growing in wealth and wisdom every day over here. That's what we do here. So just go here to get started, sevenfiguremonk.com. If you're on TikTok, just go here, click on the picture. There's a link in my bio, guys. You can stay in my live. See, I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on TikTok. That's why I'm looking back and forth. I'm not crazy. I'm just a little crazy. We're all a little crazy, but I'm not that crazy. So that's why I'm looking back and forth, guys, because I got YouTube and I got TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, if you click on this picture, you can stay in my live and then you can stay on TikTok and then you just put your email in and I'm going to send you all the details. Okay. There's 2 videos you can watch. I'm in the videos. There's a PDF. It shows you how to make your first 10K online. Okay. You can do this, guys. You just got to believe in yourself. What you got to do is you got to set a goal for yourself, like how much money you want to make. Okay. Figure out how much money you want to make and figure out what you want to do with that money. And then just keep working on your business until you hit your goal. That's it, guys. That's it. It's that simple, right? See, this is your homework. Write down how much money you want to make. Let's say in 6 months. Write down how much money you want to make in 6 months. Okay. and then write down why you want that money. Like, how are you going to spend that money? Okay. And then just take action until you make that money. Okay. That's what you should do. And every day you should read that. You should read. This is from Think and Grow Rich, by the way. He has his formula. It's a very famous book. Okay. Think and Grow Rich. He says, write down how much money you want to make before a certain time. Okay. Write down the date, exactly how much money you want to make. Okay. And write down why you want this money. Okay. Like, how are you going to spend it? And then write down how you're going to get it. Well, you're going to get it with this business. And then what other ways? Any, like, from expected and unexpected ways, because you want to leave the door open, right? You want to give yourself options. So you're going to make that money with this business and maybe other unexpected ways. Okay. So now you have a clear vision, right? And you wrote it down, which is powerful. And then you just got to take action every single day until you hit that target, until you hit that goal, guys. There you go. That's what you need to do. Simple as that. I have a piece of paper. I haven't read it. I forgot to read it today. See, I wrote down that, guys. I wrote down exactly like how much money I want to make. Okay. Before a certain time. Now, this is a big goal, right? I said, look at this. Listen to me. This is a big goal. I don't know if I'll hit it, but it's a big goal. But I said it. I said, I'm making $1 million or more before June 1st, 2026. Okay. This wealth flows to me from both expected and unexpected sources, right? The expected sources are my business. The unexpected sources could be any other unexpected thing. Okay. I will use this abundance to travel the world, invest in myself, buy things I enjoy, and live a life of freedom. I am open and ready to receive this prosperity, and I trust in the process. See, I practice what I preach, guys. Some people, they don't practice what they preach. I practice what I preach, right? Like, I tell you, like, we have a 2-hour workday. All you got to do is post content every day and go live to build your business. And I do the same exact thing, guys. Like, I don't do one thing and tell you to do something different. I do exactly what I tell you. Like, what I say to do, I do the same exact freaking thing. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Any questions, my friends? Just go here. 7figuremonk.com. Okay. 7figuremonk.com. There's a link in my bio, guys. You check it out, put in your email, check your folders for the word blueprint, because sometimes, emails go in different folders. So just search for the word blueprint. You're going to get an email from me, 7figure monk, support at 7figuremonk.com. So there you go. And just watch the videos, check out the PDF, look at the website. And if you see an opportunity, just get started. Success loves speed, guys. Money loves speed. So the faster you get started, the faster you're going to make money. And the faster you're going to be successful. If you delay, you're just delaying your own success. That's all you're doing, guys. I'm just being straight up with you. You're delaying your own success. You know how long it took me to decide to start this business? It took me about a week. Okay. I just had to come up with the cash because I didn't even have the cash at the time, guys. So that's it. So yeah. But I came up with the cash and I started the business. Boom. Took me like a week, guys. I made a fast decision. See, successful people, wealthy people, they make fast decisions, guys. They don't hesitate. They don't overthink things. They don't do that. That's what broke people do. They hesitate. They overthink things and they stay stuck in the same place year after year after year until they die. Okay. That's just how it is. See, the definition of poor means passing over opportunities repeatedly, guys. You've probably seen an abundance of opportunities and you've passed over so many. How many of you have missed out on Bitcoin, right? Yeah, me. I missed out on Bitcoin. I had an excuse though, because I was like a monk for 10 years. Okay. So when the whole Bitcoin thing was going on, I was doing monk stuff. Right. But how many of you passed out on, like, if you would have bought Bitcoin when it was super cheap, if you would have bought like 10,000 Bitcoins when it cost nothing, you would have millions of dollars right now, guys. Millions upon millions of dollars. But you passed over that opportunity. You've probably passed over so many opportunities. So how many opportunities are you going to pass over, guys? That's the definition of poor, guys. It's not like how much money you have in your bank account. It's more of a mindset thing. So just go here, 7figuremonk.com. Okay. 7figuremonk.com. Link in my bio. Check it out. If you like it, get started. You got questions, reply to my emails. You can unsubscribe at any time. So like, if you don't like the business, you don't like me, you don't like my emails, you don't like whatever, I don't care. Just unsubscribe, guys. There's no pressure, right? It's a rejection-free business. So you never have to hear the word no, because either people purchase one of your products or they unsubscribe from your email list, right? All we're doing here is building our email list. Okay. because once people are inside of your email list, they can buy from you at any time, right? Because you have an automated sales funnel. Okay. This automated system's out there working for you. That's how rich people make money, guys. See, rich people, they don't exchange time for money. They don't have jobs. They don't sell their time for money. Okay. That's what poor people do. They sell their time for money. They exchange their time for money. Rich people have systems out there working for them, and they have their money worked for them, right? That's the difference. Like, if you want to be wealthy, guys, you need to have systems out there working for you 24/7. And then you need to have your money working for you. What does that mean? That means you invest in assets, stocks, bonds, crypto, real estate, things like this, 401k, like stuff like that. You spend your money on assets and then your money's working for you. But if you don't have money, then you can't really invest in things. That's why you got to start a business. Then you get that cash flow, and then you get that cash flow coming in, and then you can diversify your income in so many different ways. But if you don't have that cash flow coming in, how are you going to diversify your income? But that's what the wealthy people do, guys. They don't exchange their time for money. Does Elon Musk have a job? Does Donald Trump have a job? Well, he's president of the United States, but they're not employees, right? They don't work for other people. Okay. You can either be an employee or you can be an entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneur means you're working for yourself. You have your own business. So either you're an employee, either you're working for an entrepreneur, or you are an entrepreneur. But you can do both, guys. You can have a job, and then while you're building your business, you can have a job and then you're building your business on the side, which most people do. Okay. There's this one girl in our community, guys. She's a woman. So she was working like 2 jobs. Okay. Her name's Amy. I met her personally because we have live events. Okay. She was working 2 jobs, right? And then she was like working 18 hours a day at some times. And she's a single mom. She started this business and she had no clue what she was doing, but she wanted freedom. So and after 10 weeks, guys, of building this business, she was able to quit both of her jobs. And now she's a stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-home mom. She's just building her business from home. She's made over $500,000 or something like that. Okay. With this business and with the multiple streams that she's created. Okay. So she didn't even know how to use TikTok. She didn't even know what was going on with TikTok when she got started. But she got started. You see what happened? She got started, guys. Some people, they're going to work 18 hours a day and they're never going to get started. They're just going to accept their fate. They'll be like, okay, my life sucks, whatever. Some people are like that. Not everyone's cut out to be an entrepreneur, guys. Not everyone's cut out, but it's not hard. It's so simple. It's never been easier to be an entrepreneur, guys. It's never been easier because all you got to do is post content on social media. You start, you win. Yeah. See, guys, I can guarantee you this. Either you're going to win or you're going to learn. Okay. Either you win and make thousands or millions of dollars, or you learn. You're going to learn new skills. You're going to upgrade your mindset. Okay. The only way you're not going to win or learn is if you don't get started, or if you quit, or if you don't plug into the community and you don't plug into the training. That's the only way. Otherwise, I can guarantee you without a shadow of a doubt that you're going to either win or learn. It's a fact. It's just a total fact. So the only way you lose, guys, is by not getting started and quitting. So don't quit. Okay. Because quitters never win and winners never quit. It's a fact. Have you quit at something before in your life? Have you? Some people are like, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. They start working out for like a week, 2 weeks. They're like, oh, this is hard. I quit. Well, you lost. Okay. It's like, I'm on a mission to lose weight, guys. Like I'm on a mission to like get a 6-pack too. Okay. And it's an up and down mission. It's a journey. Like I injured myself recently because I was working out too much. So I had to chill out a little bit. Okay. But I'm not going to stop. And if I quit, then I'm not going to get that 6-pack. Okay. I'm not going to get that 6-pack. If I want to make millions of dollars with this business. Now, if I quit, I'm not going to make that millions. So don't quit because that's what losers do. Guys, don't be a loser. Be a winner. What do winners do? They set goals for themselves. Okay. And they keep going until they hit those goals. They don't care. They don't care what happens. Right. That's what you got to do, guys. Set a goal for yourself and keep going until you hit that goal. Okay. You have a cake pack. I just want a 6-pack just for fun. Just because I've never done it. I just want it. It's just for fun. Plus, like to get a 6-pack means you have to like get really healthy too, right? You have to get really healthy to get a 6-pack. Like you got to like eat right. You got to exercise right to get that 6-pack. So it's not just like a superficial thing, right? Of course, I want to look good. Everybody wants to look good and feel good, but it's also just a health thing, right? Yeah. So, any questions, guys? Any questions? Let me know. I'm here to help you. Believe it or not, guys. Like I'm on a mission to help people get rich because why not? Because I want to get rich. So why not help other people get rich too? If I can even help one person get rich, then I win. If I can even help one person start the path to getting rich, then I win. Okay. But the more the merrier. Like I want to help thousands, like 10,000 people, 5,000. Let's set a goal. I guess 10,000. I want to help 10,000 people become self-made millionaires. Okay. So that's my mission. And I will keep doing that. I will keep showing up until that happens. Simple as that. Simple as that. And if it either happens or I die trying, so I can't lose. So I'm not gonna be on my deathbed with regrets, guys. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna take chances. I'm gonna take risks. Okay. Because I don't want to be on my deathbed with regrets. No thanks. No way. That's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna let that happen. I've already lived a pretty fun life, so I can't really, but I can do more. Like I was a monk for 10 years. I'm a musician. I've written my own songs that people liked. So, that was a dream of mine. When I was young, I wanted to be a rock star. Okay. True story. I wanted to be a rock star. And I thought I thought that was going to be my path. Like I was going to go to school, like this, like Berkeley. There's this Berkeley, the School of Music. I think John Mayer went there. And I went to a guitar camp there once. And I was planning to go to school there, right? And I was married at one point, but then everything crashed. Got a divorce. Okay. Quit my job, quit school, went on a road trip. And then during that road trip, I met monks and then I became a monk. Okay. Long story short, guys. So I kind of veered away from my rock star path, but then I came back to it because once you have a dream, the dream in your heart never dies, right? The dream in your heart never dies. So when I'm not building my business, I'm playing my guitar and like learning, practicing, learn like doing cover songs or writing my own songs sometimes. That's my life. Then I travel. Music, business, travel. That's me. Why do you think I have my guitar right here? Why do you think I have Nirvana right here and then Sublime over here? I'm going to see Sublime next month, by the way. That's going to be dope. Play us a song. The audio, whenever I play a song, the audio sounds horrible on YouTube. So I don't really like to do it because the audio sounds horrendous. But if you look at my content, sometimes I play music on my content. And I have social media channels that are just dedicated to music, right? I have social media channels for business and I have social media channels for music. When I was young, I used to go to bars and play and I used to do those open mics and I used to play at bars when I was young. But nowadays we have social media, so you don't even need to do that. You can just play from home, which is fun. It's cool, convenient. But yeah, that's just who I am. That's my story. Like we all have a story. See, when you're building a business, guys, you got to be yourself. You got to be real. You got to share your story, right? Because people do business with those that they know, like, and trust. So it's called storytelling marketing. Everybody does this, guys. Like this is very common. Okay. The people that are really good at marketing, they're really good at telling stories. And it's simple. You just tell your story. Like you have a story, I have a story. My story, I was a monk, got divorced. I got divorced, became a monk. Then during the pandemic, again, I dated the wrong girls. Like my biggest pain in life has been from dating women. That's just, you know, the divorce. I dated this woman during in the pandemic, and she basically cleared out my bank account. That sucked. And then my company cut my pay in half. Okay, which led to me going online to figure out how to make money, which led to me finding this business. One day I was scrolling on social media, right, and then I saw an ad for this business, 2 hour workday, earn 100% profit, up to $600 a day, because at the time it was like a different program. Okay, so you could earn $600 a day, and then this program was launched in 2024 April, and then now you can earn $900 a day, and this program's better than the other program. So that's what happened. Yeah. Long story short, guys. So there you go. That's my story. That's my story. So now you know. Now you have a story too, guys. Whatever it is, guys. It could be whatever. It could be like you just hate your job sucks, you're working at Walmart, your job sucks, you want to make money, you want to make more money, you went online, you found this business. That's your story, guys. Like whatever reason you have for wanting more money, that's your story. Whatever it is, guys. Whatever it is, that's your story. Okay. So you just share your story with people and just be real and you're just showing people, like you're just sharing this business, just like I'm sharing with you right now. You're just doing what I'm doing, guys, but you're doing it your way. This is my way. That's why everyone, like, we have 50,000 people in our community, guys. Okay, do that homework, Missy James. Go get that done. See, we got 50,000 people in our community, right? And but everyone's different, right? So everyone has their own way of promoting this business, and everyone has their own way, has their own customer that they connect with. Okay. Like I might connect with some people that other, like I might connect with some people and they might not connect, they might connect with somebody else inside of our community. It's just like that. It's a fact. It's true, actually. Right. The same people that connect with me are not going to be the same people that connect with you because we're different people. We have different styles. Okay. So it's called attraction marketing, my friends. I don't know if you've ever done it before, but all you're doing is posting content on social media. Okay. 1 to 2 hours a day around your schedule. And it doesn't matter. You don't need experience. Even if you have zero experience doing this, we show you how to do everything step by step. Okay. Even if you have zero experience, it doesn't matter because we're going to show you step by step. Like my friend Christina, she's made thousands of dollars. I think she's made over 50K. And she had literally no experience with digital marketing whatsoever. Now, I had a little bit of experience with digital marketing because I was doing affiliate marketing stuff. I was doing affiliate marketing programs and I was doing multi-level marketing programs at one point because that's the only thing I got exposed to. Like I went online to figure out how to make money and that's what I got exposed to, right? So I started doing that stuff, which is digital. The digital marketing means you're just promoting things online. Okay. So I was promoting like these, you know, like a multi-level marketing stuff. Like at one point I was selling like this green drink, like it was overpriced. That's the thing about multi-level marketing in general. Like they overcharge for their products. Like most, like all businesses do, by the way. All businesses overcharge for their products, especially in America. America, I don't know if you guys have ever been outside of America, but like the cost of living in some Asian countries is ridiculously cheap. It's like insanely cheap. It's ridiculous. But every single business on the planet, they basically just mark up their prices, right? Like it costs them like basically nothing to like offer their services and create and create their products, but then they mark up the prices so high. Okay, especially in America. I think it's probably the worst in America, you know, in my opinion. So that's how they make money. But you know, I don't really like to do that. I like to give people more value than what they pay for. Like I know with this business, like it's a one-time investment, guys. But like the amount of value you're going to get in return is just way, way more than what you're paying for. Like you're going to have your own business, like which has the potential to make you thousands or even millions of dollars. I can say that because I've personally made thousands of dollars. Plus, there's people in our community who've made like hundreds of thousands of dollars. There's 2 people in our community who've made $1 million with this business alone. Okay, 2 people. So it's more than possible. It's happened and it's happening right now. Okay, people are making money every single day. Like in our we have a community, right? So we have a community of 55,000 people. Now, the only way you can join our community is by purchasing one of the programs. So that's how I know this business works. Okay, that's proof right there. So how did they purchase one of these programs? Because people are out there marketing these programs. That's how that's how it's like that's the proof right there. If you ever need a proof, that's the proof. 55,000 plus in our community. Okay. And the only way they can join is by purchasing a program. And how do they find the program? Because somebody in the community was marketing the program. You see the proof? That's the proof, guys. Plus, I can show you wins. Like if you ever seen any of my content, like in most of my videos, guys, I have wins of people inside of our community, right? Right. Like some people are like, proof. I show wins up every single day. Now, how many wins do you need to see to take action? That's the question. Because I've been posting wins for like the past year. Okay. Like how many wins do you need to see to take action? That's the question. I didn't need much, guys. I saw a few wins and that was enough for me. Like one day, I was scrolling on you know, I was scrolling on Facebook and inside of the stories, people were posting wins from this community. I was like, what is this? What is this community? How are people making this money? What's going on here? Okay. And then the person's like, yeah, this is a community. Here's the link. You can join our community. Okay. That's exactly what happened to me. Okay. So because that's a way to market. It's called testimonials. Everyone does testimonials, guys. Most businesses, they have testimonials. Have you ever been to a website where it says, oh, this product is great. This service is great. and there's like all these different testimonials. Look at Amazon. Like they have all these like reviews, which are basically testimonials, right? Because that's marketing. Okay. You're going to learn how to market, guys, and it's going to change your world. Because once you learn sales and marketing, you're going to see how sales and marketing pervades this whole world, right? It pervades the whole planet. It's impossible to like not be exposed to some kind of marketing every day. If you're watching TV or scrolling on social media, it's basically impossible to not to be exposed to some kind of ad. Okay. It's like, and you're going to see how much business pervades our entire existence. And then you're going to learn all about business, right? That's why you got to start this stuff. See, if you don't start learning how to become an entrepreneur, guys, and if you don't start learning how to use AI as well, because we teach you how to use AI, I can guarantee you're going to get left behind. Because digital marketing is not going anywhere. Digital marketing is just selling things online, basically. And that's not going anywhere, guys. As long as the internet's here, digital marketing is going to be around forever. Okay. It's been around basically since the advent of the internet. Since like the internet was created, basically people started selling things immediately. Okay. So it's not going anywhere. And AI is not going anywhere, guys. So if you don't learn digital marketing and you don't learn AI, you are going to be left behind. I can guarantee that. It's a straight up fact, right? So you're going to also learn how to use AI. Like you're going to learn how to use ChatGPT to build a business, guys. So it's impossible to run out of content ideas, right? It's literally impossible. You can have AI create you chat scripts, okay? You can read from teleprompters because all you got to do is create content, guys, right? That's all you got to do every day. Post content on social media, short videos, long videos, faceless, whatever. I do everything. Look at my content. I do short videos, I do long videos, I do faceless videos. I literally do basically everything. The only thing I haven't really done yet is podcasts. And I probably will eventually. That's the only thing I haven't done. But I've done everything else. And blogs. I haven't done blogs. But I do written content, I do short videos, I do long videos. Look at my content, you'll see for yourself. All right. And a lot of the stuff is like AI. I'm using AI to help me create content. Okay. Like it helps me create certain things. Like it helps me create my faceless content. It helps me create the captions in my content, right? It helps me create chat scripts. Okay. So you can never run out of content. It's never been easier to do this stuff because before AI, guys, I used to have to like manually figure out how I was going to create content all the time. Like I had to figure it out by myself. That was hard, guys. Like marketing before AI, I don't know if you've ever did it, but it was hard because I had to come up with ideas every single day. Like, oh man, what am I going to post today? Now it's now AI does everything, right? So if you don't learn this stuff, you're just going to be left behind. The faster you learn how to do all this stuff, the faster you're going to make money. Simple as that. You just have to have a desire. If your desire to be rich needs to be stronger than your desire to be lazy, basically. Why do some people get rich and some people don't? It's just desire. If you want it bad enough, you'll do it. But if you don't want it bad enough, you'll make excuses. You'll be like, I don't have money. I don't have time. I don't know what to do. These are the most common excuses that I hear. And all of them are lies, guys. We all have money. Okay. Like if you're living in America, you're going to spend over like 600,000. You're going to spend over like six figures throughout your life. You're probably going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on stuff you don't need. Okay. We all have enough money to start a business. Okay. If you're living in America. Now, people in like poorer countries, they're not going to spend as much. But I actually looked at the statistics. I went to ChatGPT and I'm like, how much money do people spend on stupid stuff? And then ChatGPT was like, people on average, they spend around $2,000 to $7,000 a year on unessential things. Okay. So you're going to spend the money anyways, guys. You're going to spend money on stuff anyways, whether you start this business or not, whether you start any side hustle or not. I guarantee you, because with this business, you can start for $100 minimum. Now, I guarantee you're going to spend $100 this year. You could spend that eating out in one day. And all you're doing is throwing your money out the window, whether you like it or not, because that's a liability, guys. Have you read Rich Dad Poor Dad? Then you'll understand the difference between an asset and a liability. An asset is when you spend your money and it has the potential to make you more money, like this. This is a business, okay? So let's say you start this business and you go on to make thousands of millions of dollars, which is possible because I've seen it happen. And I personally made thousands of dollars myself. And all the money that I've made from this business, I've used to pay off my debts. I've used to travel more, and I've used to invest in other things. Okay, so that's an asset. An asset is like, stocks, crypto, mutual funds, real estate, stuff like that. These are assets. That's what the wealthy people do, guys. They don't spend their money on crap. A little bit. We all spend money on crap. That's normal. But they spend more of their money on assets. That's what the wealthy people do. See, the wealthy people have their money working for them. The poor people, they work for their money, right? Like if you have a job, that means you're working for money. What are you doing? You're selling your time for money. You're straight up selling your time. You're exchanging your time. So how much are you selling your time for? Ask yourself, figure it out. Are you selling your time for 10 bucks an hour, 20, 30? Because that's what you're doing. That's what a job is. Now the wealthy people, they don't do that. They have systems in place, right? They have systems in place that are working for them 24/7 so they can make money at any time. Just like look at Jeff Bezos, right? He makes $150 million a day, something like that. And his business is fully automated. His system, Amazon, okay? And then they spend their money on assets. They have real estate, they have stocks. They don't have to worry about money ever. And they're not working. That's what the wealthy people do, guys. It's just a fact. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com, if you want to learn more about this business, guys. You can make $900 or more in a day, okay? And then whatever you make from this business, you can use to pay off your debts. You can use to travel. You can use to invest in assets. Yeah, that's what you can do. And then you can be rich. Yeah. So what's stopping you from becoming rich, guys? Like all the information is here. Like everything is here, guys. All the information is here. Like everything you need to know is here. You already have everything you need to be rich. You have Wi-Fi, you have your phone, you have social media. That's all you need. But all you're missing our training. Okay. You're missing our blueprint. That's all. You don't have the education, right? I have the training. That's how I made thousands of dollars based on the training. Okay. Right. Like what have I learned? I've learned how to like automate my business. I've learned how to launch a digital business from scratch. Okay. I've learned how to automate my business. I've learned how to build an email list. I've learned how to do attraction marketing. I've learned how to build my own brand. What's my brand? What's my brand? Seven Figure Monk, guys. That's my brand, right? Because I used to be a monk for 10 years. Now I help people make money online. Okay. Like my goal is to become rich and help other people get rich. That's why my name is Seven Figure Monk. And once I hit my first 7 figures, guys, I'm going to write a book. Okay. I'm going to write a book about it. Yeah, it's going to happen. Maybe I'll start writing it now instead of waiting. I'll start writing it now, guys. I'll just talk to ChatGPT. I'm going to be like, hey, ChatGPT, I want to start writing my book. Let's go. And ChatGPT will help me write my book. Yeah. And then I'll perfect it later. Yeah. That's called a vision, guys. You need a vision. It's the science of getting rich, guys. You're delusional. You're going to give up on 2 months. Well, Dan Shorn, I've been doing this for over a year, so you're wrong. Yeah. Yeah, guys. So if you post content on social media, you are going to get haters. Now, the best way to deal with haters is to ignore them. That's the best way to deal with them. Ignore them, guys. Right? Don't get involved. Sometimes I get involved with them because, I was bullied when I was younger. So it's like my revenge on the bullies. Sometimes I just make fun of them because I don't like bullies. Like I'm pretty nice to people. I'm pretty kind, but I don't like bullies. So sometimes I mess around with them. But in general, my advice to you is don't even respond to them. Don't even acknowledge them. Okay. Frustrate them with your silence. Okay. And then shock them with your results. That's how you deal with haters. Dealing with haters 101. So guys, there's something that on social media, it's called the block button. Okay. So you can block people. You can block them. You can send them to Blocktown, right? You can give them a VIP pass to the block party, right? That's all you got to do. So a lot of people, they're afraid of criticism. Like they don't want to post content. They don't want to go live because they're afraid of being criticized. But all you got to do is block them. It's not a big deal. Ignore and block. Simple as that. Is that hard? No. Okay. And what doesn't kill you will make you stronger, guys. So like, I actually appreciate my haters because they've just made me stronger overall. All the bullies in my life, all the haters, they've just made me stronger. So, it's just your perception. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay. Sevenfiguremonk.com. Go there, put in your best email, check your spam, check your promotions folder for the word blueprint. Okay. There's 2 videos you can watch. There's like I'm in those videos, and there's a PDF. It shows you how to make your first 10K online with digital marketing, guys. Christmas is coming up. Ho, ho, ho. Like, you can make 10K before Christmas. See, that's reasonable. I could say you can make 100K before Christmas. It's possible, but that's a little unrealistic for most people. But you could easily make 10K before Christmas, guys. You could easily do that. What's your thing? Yeah, I'm promoting a digital business in a box for people who want to, make money online. Okay. So you can make $900 or more in a day with this business because we have digital products. So you don't have to create anything. Okay. And our top selling product sells for $900, right? And you get access to these products. You get your own website, you get your own sales funnel. And all you got to do is set up your business one time. How many times? 100 times, 500 times? One time. You set up your business one time, and then it's out there working for you 24/7. And then all you got to do is post content on social media because we teach attraction marketing. Okay. So that's what we're doing here. The business is selling digital programs. These are digital programs in the e-learning industry. Okay. It's like $1 billion a day industry. It's one of the fastest growing industries in history, guys. Right. E-learning. That's when like courses, programs, ebooks, like, I bought so many courses. Maybe you've bought courses too, because people like to buy courses. Like I play guitar. I buy guitar courses all the time. Like I bought so many courses. That's the e-learning industry. Okay. So we're selling programs in the e-learning industry. What are these programs? So it's like you're enrolling in a program. It's kind of like going to college, guys. Okay. Instead of learning like random information that you may or may never use, like I heard like 48% of people don't even use their college degree. In this college, you're going to learn how to make 6 or 7 figures online. Okay. You're going to learn how to become an entrepreneur. That's what the programs teach. So not only can you learn from the programs, but you're also reselling the programs. Okay. It's a win-win. And if you're going to do any kind of digital marketing, like, well, I don't care what it is, affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing, whatever, drop shipping, you got to learn how to market, because if you don't learn how to market, you're not going to make any money. So that's what we teach you how to do, guys. We teach you all about digital marketing. No, this is not an MLM. And even if it was an MLM is a legitimate business model. Now you might not like it, but it's a legitimate business model. So an MLM it's not necessarily a bad thing. This is master resale rights. Okay. So we don't split our commissions. Like multi-level marketing, that's when you have uplines and you have downlines, right? We don't have that. We earn 100% profit per sale. Master resale rights. Okay. It's when you buy a digital product one time and then you have the resale rights so you can resell it over and over again. Okay. So you earn 100% profit, right? See, if you're doing affiliate marketing or multi-level marketing, you're going to earn small commissions. And a percentage of your commissions is going to go to either your upline or it's going to go to the company. Like affiliate marketing, it goes to the company, right? But here, we earn 100% profit per sale. Okay. So our top selling product sells for $900, right? You get 12 sales, you make $10,800. Okay. I've made 12 sales, so it's possible. And there's people in our community who've made over 6 figures, like multiple people. 100 people have made over 6 figures. 2 people have made over $1 million. One person has made $5 million with this business, guys. $5 million with this business. That's like 5,000 customers, which really isn't a lot if you think about it, because there's 8 billion people in the world and like 5 billion people use social media every single day. So, 5,000 is not really that much, but that's 5 million right there. So yeah, this is not multi-level marketing, guys. See, if you want to make money online, you basically got these options. You can do affiliate marketing, small commissions. You can do multi-level marketing, small commissions, monthly fees. You got to deal with building teams. Okay. You can do drop shipping, which means you got to deal with like overseas suppliers. You got to buy cheap goods. You mark up the prices. You got to deal with customer service. You got to deal with refunds. You got to deal with monthly fees, and you got to still learn how to market. All of these you have to learn how to market: affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing, right? Drop shipping, still got to learn how to market. Okay. Fulfilled by Amazon, you got to deal with like upfront cost. You got to buy all these products, and you got to deal with Amazon. Amazon's going to take a percentage of your commissions, and then you got to deal with somebody. You're not in control of your business, because they can say, we don't want to work with you. They have the right to do that. Affiliate marketing companies, they have the right to do that. Multi-level marketing companies, they have the right to do that. Fulfilled by Amazon, they have the right to do that. You can do trading. You can trade stocks. You can trade crypto, Forex, but you're going to have to look at charts all day. And if you make one bad trade, your money's gone, and you need money to play around with. So either way, guys, you got to spend time learning skills. You got to actually do something. Money's not going to fall from the sky. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Marketing and sales, guys. Like, have you read Rich Dad Poor Dad? Read that book, guys. If you haven't read that book, you should read that book or listen to the audio. He says the two most important skills to learn if you want to become rich: sales and marketing. That's straight from Rich Dad Poor Dad, guys. Every single business on the planet, okay? I don't care what business it is, they need customers. All right. Look at Amazon. They need customers. Well, it's easy for them because they're established. They've been around forever. But they still market, guys. They still market. They still do commercials. They do email marketing. Have you ever gotten an email from Amazon asking you like promoting one of their offers? They do email marketing, guys. Pretty much every single business on the planet does email marketing. Pretty much. So you got to drive traffic to your offer. Doesn't matter what your offer is, right? Doesn't matter what your offer is. Your offer is your product or your service, right? You got to send people to your offer. Okay. Traffic means people, right? You got to get eyes on your offer. That's it. So you got to have a good offer. Then you got to have a strategy to promote your offer, right? Any business is like this, guys. If you don't get customers, you don't make any money, right? That's why we have a lot of training. A lot of our training is about how to get customers, guys, because that's how you make money with business. Okay. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay. Sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out. This could be the opportunity. This could change your life, guys. It's changed my life so far. Yes, I'm a really good sales guy. I need to get better at marketing. Yeah. Well, you got it. You got this. Yeah. So yeah, this business has changed my life. How so? Because I made thousands of dollars so far. Okay. And I've used that money to pay off debts. I've used that money to travel, and I've used that money to invest in other things. Right. Not only that, but it's like the intangibles, guys. It's the mindset. It's the skills you learn. Okay. The people you meet. Like, we're part of a community here. There's 55,000 people in our community. Plus there's like more than that now. And we have live events. We have live mentoring from 6 and 7 figure income earners. Okay. You're getting daily training from a millionaire. This millionaire, who I know personally, has actually stayed at her house for like a week, because we do live events. And then one day they're like, hey, do you want to stay over for like a week and, chill with us and hang out? I was like, okay. Right. So I was hanging out at her house. She's made like $10 million, guys, in 3 years. Okay. 3 years. They drive Porsches. They have a 911 turbo Porsche in their garage, and then another Porsche. I don't even know what model that is. And they live on a lake house in Wichita, Kansas. Okay. And I was hanging out with them. You know what they do every day? They just work in the morning, and then like later in the day, they just spend time with their family. They just chill. That's all they do. That's what millionaires do, guys. They just spend, like, most millionaires, they only spend like a couple of hours a day working on their business, and then the rest of the day they just do whatever they want to do. That's all they do. That's usually what most millionaires do. They don't work so hard. They don't work so hard, guys, unless they want to. They don't have to. But they usually don't work that much. That's why we have a 2-hour workday, right? So all you got to do every single day is just post content on social media, go live. That's it. That's what we teach. Now you can do anything. Like, some people in our community use paid ads. Most people don't, but I know some people do. Like, you could do paid ads. You could do cold messaging. You could do warm outreach. That's when you're like reaching out to your friends and family. You can do that, but we teach basically the free strategies. So all you got to do is post content on social media, right? Go live. That's all you got to do around your schedule, guys. 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. You get one sale, that's $900, guys. Like, let's say you just got one sale a month. That's still an extra 10K a year right there. Do the math. That's an extra 10K, guys. Just one sale a month. Okay. That's an extra 10K. You get 2 sales a month, guys. That's an extra 20K. So 3 sales, 30K. See where I'm going with this? 10 sales a month, guys. You make 100K a year. Just 10 sales. Like, do you have another strategy to make 100K this year? Do you have another strategy, guys, that's going to allow you to make 100K in a year? I just gave you one. You have a product that sells for $900. Okay. You post content every day. You go live until you make 100K. That's it. So now you have a strategy. Now you have a plan. Do you have a plan besides this? Like, honestly, do you have some other plan? What are you going to do? Affiliate marketing, small commissions, multi-level marketing, small commissions, drop shipping, fulfilled by Amazon. A lot of these things are expensive, guys, and they have monthly fees. We have 0 monthly fees here. You just got to get one sale, guys. You get your investment. Yeah, it's a one-time investment. Okay, but it's totally worth it because if you pay attention, right? Like I invested in this business. I invested $900 to get started with this business, and I started in 2024. And look at here I am, still here, a year later, still building my business, guys, because I invested. So I'm taking it seriously. Now, if it was a free opportunity, I probably wouldn't take it very seriously, right? I probably wouldn't. Like there's free stuff you can try. You can try like surveys and all that crap. They'll probably pay you pennies and you're not going to get access to millionaire mentoring like I have. You're just not. You get what you pay for, right? So generally the more you pay, the more you get generally, but sometimes not. Like we have a lot of people in our community. They said like they've spent thousands of dollars on coaching, but they've never seen the kind of like training that we have. Okay. So sometimes people overcharge for crappy training. It happens, guys. Right. So I'm just saying, I'm just being honest, guys. I'll be straight up honest. Like I started this business because I got in a relationship with the wrong woman. She emptied my bank account. Okay. My bank account went to like negative $1,000. I was in so much pain because of that. And then my company cut my pay in half. Okay. And that's when I reached my breaking point. That's was like, I was like, okay, and I never want to work for anybody else again. And that's when I started, and that's when I went online, guys. And I found this business. The rest is history. Now, not a lot of people will tell you that stuff. Like that's raw, dude. See, that's real. That's my story. That's why you got to share your story with people. See, we have this guy in our community. His name is Daryl, right? He had like negative $6 in his bank account before he started this business. He was a welder, and then one day his company they fired him, and he was living paycheck to paycheck, guys. So he didn't have money saved up. So he had to live in his car. He was homeless. He was living in his car. He was staying in a shelter at one point. He started this business like 14 months ago. How do I know this? Because he shares his story all the time. Okay, so I know his story. Like now you can probably remember my story, right? So he in 14 he's made around $500,000, guys, since then. And I saw his whole journey because we were like friends on Facebook for some reason. I don't know how. We were friends on Facebook. So I remember when he got started and I saw his whole journey, guys. I saw him go from zero. He started making like 5K in a month. He started having a 10K months and then boom, now he's made close to $500,000, guys. From $6 in his bank account to like $500,000. Okay. And I think a lot of that just it happened because he shares his story. Like people can connect with that. They're like, dang. So you went from being broke and homeless to making $500,000, right? That's why you got to share your story. They say your message, like your mess is your message, right? Be real because people do business with those that they know, like, and trust or aspire to be like. Okay. That's who people do business with. So you just show up every day and you be yourself and you share what you're doing. You just share what you're doing with people and you tell them your story because you have a story, guys. Like whatever reason you want to start your business, that's your story. You know my story. My story was I dated the wrong girl. She emptied my bank account. My company cut my pay. That's when I reached my breaking point. Okay, that's my story. Plus, I was a monk for 10 years. That also happened. But not a lot of people can relate to that though, because there's not a lot of people that were monks. So I don't talk about that too much. But it is part of my story. It's part of my life. So that's why I talk about it sometimes. That's why I'm known as a 7-figure monk, guys. From monk to millionaire. That's my goal. I want to write a book that's called From Monk to Millionaire. Okay. I've already had that idea. Guys, because it's cool. So I have to make if I don't make my first million, I can never do that. So I have to make my million, or otherwise that book doesn't get written, and that would be unfortunate, because it would be a freaking good book. It's a pretty good book, guys. You would read it. Why wouldn't you? It's a good book. Well, somebody would read it. I could see it being a bestseller. Why not? Interesting. You know, the only other person that I know who went from being a monk to a millionaire, you probably know who he is. Jay Shetty, right? He was a monk. We were actually the same kind of monk. So he's a millionaire now. Jay Shetty, guys. So I'm not the only one. There's one more. There's at least one more. But not many. Not many, guys. Not many people were monks. You know, why did I become a monk? Because I went through a divorce that was painful AF. Have you ever been divorced? Was it painful? Then you can relate. I went through a divorce, so painful. It was so painful that I had to drop out of school. Okay. I had to quit my jobs. And then I went on a road trip to find some peace or just basically burn out. And that's when I met monks. And then I became a monk because I was like, I was at a crossroads in my life, and that's what happened. True story, guys. And then I was a monk for like 10 years. I lived in America. I was a monk in America. I was a monk in Manhattan. I was actually living in Manhattan as a monk for like 3 to 4 years. Okay. I was living in like a temple with other monks, all like similar ages, some older, some younger. It was fun. It was fun, guys. I had a good time. And then I lived in India for a while too, because it was based on like yoga, meditation, Eastern philosophy, stuff like that. Like Buddhism came from India, Hinduism, all that stuff, but it's more like yoga, meditation kind of stuff. But all the spiritual stuff, like most of it comes from India, right? So yeah, a lot of Eastern philosophy, really good food, really good philosophy, a lot of music too. That's what attracted me to it because I'm a musician. Like I love music. I love music more than most people because I'm a musician. Like when I hear music, it just changes. It's just like affects me a lot, right? That's why when I saw like because I grew up in the nine, I was born in 1981, right? So I grew up with MTV culture, okay, and I was seeing Kurt Cobain, all these bands. I'm like, that's so freaking cool. I got to do that. So I wanted to be a rock star. Yeah, I still am. Like I still play music. I still play my guitar. I still write songs. It's still part of me. Now maybe one day I will. Maybe one day I'll write a hit song. Who knows? You never know. You never know. But that's what it. So that's why I was so like when I saw these monks playing music, I was like, what is that? What is that? What's going on here? And I liked it, and it gave me peace, guys. I needed peace because I was suffering really. I was suffering a lot. Like I was at the point where I didn't care if I lived or died. Like I was like really close to death, I think, because I was chain smoking, I was drinking like a crazy man, I was doing all kinds of stuff. Right? I was like a walking ghost. I felt like I was like this close to death, like honestly. And then I prayed. I was like, God, help me. Like I wanted to do something good with my life. Please help me. And then somehow then I found the monks and I got my peace. But then after a while, I was like, I don't really want to do this the rest of my life because I have other desires. Like I want to play my guitar again. I want to try. I want to do other stuff because like my monk life is very restrictive, right? It's a very disciplined life. It's kind of like the military. It really is. Like I was waking up at 4 o'clock every day. Okay, and the whole day it was just like doing monk service. Reading, meditating, doing like public outreach. That's what we were doing. So it was like I was kind of like in the military. Okay, and then after a while, I was like, okay, yeah, that's enough. And then I got back into the real world. And then I got a job. And then my company cut my pay. And I was like, okay. And here I am now. And then I decided to start a business. There you go. That's my story. Okay. So just being real. All right, guys, I'm going to go because I've been here for like an hour. But if you want to learn more about this business, just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay. There's a link. There's a link in my bio. Check it out. Just put in your email. Okay. Check all your folders for the word blueprint. There's 2 videos you can watch. I'm in those videos. Then there's a PDF. It shows you how to make your first 10K online. Okay. So if you see an opportunity, just get started. You'll know if this is a right fit for you guys. I don't have to tell you that. Just use your intuition. And if you see an opportunity, just get started. Because the faster you get started, the faster you're going to make money and the faster you're going to learn these skills. Okay. So if you delay, you're just delaying your own success straight up. Right. So if you're not happy with your financial situation, if you're dealing with financial stress, if you're working like 40 plus hours a week, but you still don't have time, you don't have time or money to do the things that you want to do, like whatever it is, spend time with your family, whatever, then, then do this or do something. But just, do something, guys. You got to start a side hustle. Like if you want to escape the rat race, you want to get out of the matrix, you want to get out of the 9 to 5 grind, you got to start some kind of side hustle or side business. Okay. And then once you make enough money with your business, you can quit your job and you're free. Or what's the alternative? You know what the alternative is. If you don't do that, you're just going to be overworked and underpaid until the day you die. Okay. It happens to many people, guys. Most people in this planet, unfortunately, will be overworked and underpaid until the day they die because they just didn't take any chances. That's all. You got to take chances, guys. You got to shoot your shot. I guarantee you, either you're going to win, either you're going to win and make thousands and millions of dollars, or you're going to learn something. I guarantee you that. If you actually plug into the program and plug into the community, then you're guaranteed to learn. Okay. I can't guarantee you how much money you're going to make because I can't see into the future. If I could see into the future, guys, I would tell you exactly how much money you're going to make and when you're going to make it. But I cannot see into the future, guys. So just set a goal for yourself and just show up every single day until you hit that goal. That's it. That's what I do. That's all you can do. Okay. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. And just have a great day. Have a great night. And I'll see you on the next one. Okay, YouTube. Thanks for watching, my friends. See you on the next one. Take care.